What's up YouTube? We got a little bit of a different video this week. We have some special interviews that we got to do with some of the events that we got to go to this summer. We got to go interview some people at UCC along with the Southern Ohio Smoke Show at UCC. We got to talk to Charlie Fish and Cameron at the KC Turbos booth. We got to see some of the insider things that they've done to the Haunter truck and to be able to get the truck to where it is today. Some of the behind the scenes work that has been done and some of the things that go on in their head when they're getting ready for this event and some of the things they do back at home when they're getting the truck ready and dialed in to go to the track. A lot of people know Charlie Fish as a UCC competitor, big 6-liter Power Stroke enthusiast. All the KC Turbos guys love the 6-liter Power Stroke platform, and so do we. And so that's why I was really excited to be able to talk to these guys and see some of the behind the scenes work that they get to do with their truck, especially making almost 2,000 horsepower with a 6-liter Power Stroke Huey platform. We also got to talk to Jake over at the FASS Fuel Systems booth. Everybody knows him as Big Jake, and he was able to give us some insider information on some of the new products that are being released under the FASS Fabrication side of things. Everybody knows FASS Fuel Systems, but they also have released 2 newer companies. One is the FASS Fabrication along with their FASS EGR solutions. See some of the things that they have already released, also some of the new products that they plan on releasing here in the future. They were really well known for their fuel systems. We like to use their fuel systems. We run them on our shop trucks, and we're looking forward to being able to use more of their products as they expand into other aspects of the industry. And we also had a bonus interview with Randy from Southern Ohio Smoke Show. This was a really fun event that we got to participate in. This was the first annual Southern Ohio Smoke Show, and we had a really good time being able to bring all of our trucks out there. We had a nice vendor booth set up, and we really got to see Randy's passion for the industry as he was getting this show together, working with him over the last few months leading up to this interview. And we really just wanted to get his side of things, his goals for the future with the event, what gave him his passion to make him want to put this show together, and also some of the goals for the future on how he wants to really grow the show as we have years to come. And we really do look forward to working with him again in the future. I hope you enjoyed those interviews. If you want to see more content like that, make sure to comment and let us know. Make sure to also like and subscribe to our channel if you like this type of content and all things Power Stroke and Cummins.
About how to make a 6-liter reliable. I love 6 liters. This is how I make them reliable. It's 12 valve.
I know.
Leave it alone.
I know.
Yeah, get out of that crap. What's up, guys? Good to see you.
I do own a 6F.
I know.
All right. You want to do an interview real quick?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, you want to do me or Charles? This is the big boss.
Yeah. Come on over.
He's actually the guy.
Nice to meet you. All right. So, what did your passion for diesel drag racing come from?
Oh gosh, my first diesel truck was a 6.0 Power Stroke, and it wasn't incredibly reliable.
Yeah.
So it broke down, started fixing it. I know, no way, right? Broke down, learned how to fix it, learned how to work on it. And the first time I pulled the motor, I wanted to make it go a little faster.
Yeah.
Put a tune on it, put a turbo on it. I was impressed, you know, blowing doors off of Mustangs, and it just grew from there. Wanted to make it go faster and faster. Why I picked the 6.0 Power Stroke, I don't know.
Sounds cool.
It sounds cool.
That sounds good.
Most reliable diesel in the world,
Yep.
and it just grew from there. You know, it's like an addiction. I tell people the addiction is real. Once you put a tune on a diesel truck, it's all downhill from there.
Can't stop.
Why a Power Stroke? Why didn't everybody else switches to a Cummins?
Oh, man.
Why be committed? You're committed to the Power
sound
Stroke.
bad.
man.
I'm not sure if I can say it on camera. I'll get
Yeah.
Come on, do it!
Look, if you have a Cummins,
Uh-huh.
but I love the Power Stroke, the sound, I love the trucks, I love everything about it. But in all seriousness, if you have a Cummins and make 1,000 horsepower, nobody cares.
Yeah.
If you're a UCC with a Power Stroke,
That's
You're
what
everybody
matters.
think
We're a
it's sad.
circus.
That's what matters.
it's like competing in the Special Olympics. You know, somebody's got to win it.
And then final question, what's your race day prep like? So when you're getting in the zone, what are you thinking? What's your race day prep? Do you have anything you do, or it's
Oh
just...
man, the race day prep,
Yeah.
race month prep,
Yeah.
yo, God, on the race day, I don't know, we're usually just hanging out, talking,
Yeah.
joking, crossing fingers and toes that things
Yeah.
go well,
Yeah.
they go fast, checking every nut and bolt on the truck, that kind of thing. Looking over tunes and logs is usually what I'm doing. I don't race as much anymore. Tony's not here, but Tony's here.
Yeah, the real race car driver / Ford Master Senior Mechanic, Master Tones.
Yeah.
I used to race, blew out my knee, and then when my mechanic started racing, he's honestly better at it than me.
Yeah.
So I enjoy the tuning, the turbos, the injectors, the engines.
Yeah.
I like racing too, but I enjoy the data log stuff better.
Cool. Well, thank you.
That's
Tony-
it.
Tony
Did
never
I do
lets him
okay?
for-
Best we've seen yet.
Oh, yeah. He rehearsed. He pre-sent me the questions.
I love your guys' product. So, we we use a lot of your stuff. A lot of the drop-in 7.3 and 6.0, and the people love them. They run great. Yeah. It's hard to sell people on the KC Fusions. Just the price point. They just want a single swap them.
Yeah, just tell them if you have a 6.4 and you still want to be able to tow and not smoke out the freeway and melt your brand new thicker pistons, just buy a Fusion.
God's greatest gift to the 6.4 was the VGT compound turbo.
From the
fact
factory.
that take that off, ask any other platform, any Cummins, any Duramax, or like compounds. That's the way to go. 6.4s came with them. And they take them off to put on a single. I think those guys are nuts, personally. I've dyno tested them and driven them back to back. You would lose performance in every category.
You guys are gonna hate me because I pulled my KC Fusions off of our race truck.
Well, it's a race truck. It's a race truck. I won't blame you for it.
But sub like 900 to 1,000 horsepower, we tested it. You lose in every category by going with a single turbo. Spool up slower, EGTs are higher, boost is lower, power's less. You go over 1,000 horsepower and you're going to a racetrack, it makes sense, in my opinion.
We ran a 6.8 today in ours.
Oh, nice.
So
what's your setup?
It's a 480 with 150 on the 6.4.
Yeah, you go bigger than 60s or 100s, it's time to go big singles.
Yeah, that's true. Now, one thing, our high side turbo kept putting bearings on 100 overs. I don't know if you've ever seen that before.
Not
It was
really.
weird. I mean, the low side
Our
was,
test truck had 100 overs, right, when it made it over 1,000.
yeah.
It's still, it's got 60s on it now. We've been trying injectors, but
Yeah, it's the same set of turbos. We've never
same high pressure on there, probably
Do you
200.
gate it, or you just drop them on?
No, we tried gating it, and we tried all the different ways of gating it. It didn't improve anything, not horsepower, not anything. But we don't gate it. It's like
We put a gate on ours.
what kind of boost and back pressure were you using?
I'm not 100% sure on the back pressure, but this was around like 60.
Yeah, we usually see
65.
like 58 to 65 is what we see. We haven't eaten any bearings.
Yeah, because you even went out of your way and bought a wheel speed sensor, right?
Yeah,
Both
stuff it on there to
turbos.
make sure that they were doing good.
Watched both of them, and it's nothing like out of the ordinary.
We've been doing a ton of testing on the low pressure, so we probably have 150 dynos on the same high pressure,
Same
and it's
turbo.
a daily
Holy.
driver, and it tows.
Yeah, he
We've
likes
never
to
had a
tow.
bearing failure.
He likes to tow this 1,000 horsepower 6.4.
Yeah.
It actually tows really nice.
Nothing tows as good as
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. Those things move.
You still running the 5R?
Yeah. It's Warren
Shifting
built
good?
it. Yeah.
That horsepower level, sometimes they start to get a
Yeah.
little... I can
We're
usually hear
talking-
a 5R going down the track.
What?
Right?
I was talking to Jesse, and he was saying that he's like, you might want to do a PCS setup with a 4R.
Yeah, that's like if you're starting to go towards 2,000. That's the way to go for sure.
I don't know what it's at now. We haven't dynoed it with the new setup, but
I've had some people pick up a couple of tenths just by going to the 4R, and it shifts quicker. It'll do what you want, when you want it to, every time too. The 5R, it's like, is it gonna shift? Did it shift? You know, you don't always know what it's doing.
Couldn't do bracket racing with a 5R, you know.
It's inconsistent. Spraying it pretty hard?
none yet.
None yet.
Fuel only. That's
That's
pretty
the
good
next
for
step.
680 on
Yeah.
fuel. That's real good.
That's what I'm trying. And it's,
Oh,
yeah,
it'll do it.
yeah.
Somebody was listening to me.
Not nitrous yet.
You need to get a good tuner.
Yeah. If only I knew one.
Yeah, hopefully you can find one here. at
Yeah,
UCC.
we've been looking. Man.
When you up again?
We're done this weekend.
Oh, you're done.
We didn't qualify yet. We had issues. We missed Q1, and then we made Q2, and the guy that was next to me wrecked. So I let out, and then we had a caliper bolt fall out. Oh. So front left wheel was locking up. So that wasn't good. And so we got that fixed, and then we finally made a decent test. Made a 6.8.
6.8 didn't get you to qualify?
No, 6.78 was the qualifying test. Wow. It was
Dang,
super
how many
tight.
guys were in the 6.7?
31.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of competition.
That is a tight group.
Yeah, closest one was a 6.702, and then 6.779 was the slowest qualifying pass. So
Damn.
it was stiff competition, especially I don't know the setup. We were
State's
one.
pretty good for not knowing the setup.
Yeah, I'll just see what happens. We did a launch at 10 psi and eased into it after the 60 foot, and that's when I let her eat.
A little bit of nitrous, you could be 5 nitrous.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've got a kit for it. We're gonna do a progressive control it.
9.5. I love it. 9.5.
Honestly, I wanted the setup to be never reliable on nitrous. To be a dialed-in fuel-only setup.
which is really impressive.
Yeah, that's what my goal was. Maybe just have a little bit of nitrous to get it to the tenths of a second, hundredths of a second. Like,
Press the button in case you're a little behind.
Yeah.
Just hit the nitrous.
We'll bring it out to the next one.
Sweet. What's the next race?
I'm not sure. I think it's in 2 or 3 weeks. Next ODS. I think so. Yeah.
You want to know the secret to racing?
What?
Data logs.
Yeah.
You ask any big racers that got good at it, they're after the race, they're in the pits looking at data logs,
that's
figuring
actually-
out what happened, how to make it go faster. That's just, and it's not like a secret, but so many people just bigger turbos, more fuel, more nitrous, and they're, are you data logging? Well, no, but I was looking at the boost gauge. Data logging where it's at.
Yeah, can we change Charlie's answer from earlier? What he does on race day? He's actually looks at data logs
Yeah.
the whole day.
I do.
Yeah.
He just sits there and thinks about it. Like, what if I did this?
What can you change?
What if I did this?
Make better.
What if this was worth the 10th? You know?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you. Yeah. Have a good one.
I'm good. Absolutely. Let's take attention for a little bit.
Well, almost missed the. We're one of your dealers.
So I saw the name right away.
Yeah. Cool. Where did your diesel passion come from?
When I was 15, my grandpa passed away a little while back. He had a 96 12 valve Ram 3500, made like 200 horsepower, 12 valve stock, and he let me drive it. And like to him, it was just a truck, but to me, it was like my first diesel. So I had a 4-inch straight pipe on it, literally wasn't turned up at all, and I thought it was a race truck. He'd puff a little bit of smoke for being a dumb 16-year-old every time I'd leave the stoplight, hammer on it, and that was it. That was the
You were
push for me.
hooked.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Cummins for life. I like the electronic and transmission issues. That's what.
Yeah, you recently just had a trans failure, didn't you?
Yeah.
Randy's hooked you up?
Randy's helped me out big
Yeah.
time. Yeah, stage 3 Randy's. It's got a bunch of good parts on it for some really good companies, and hopefully it stays together this year. That's the goal.
So why Cummins? Why not Duramax or Power Cup? What's your?
I blame my grandpa.
Yeah.
You know, like growing up, all my buddies had 12 valves or 7.3s or LBZs back in the day or whatever, and I liked them all. Like I'm not a brand guy. Like I'm not diehard anything, but Cummins gave me the bug, and that's what I'm sticking with. So I love it. And honestly,
awesome.
these days the power recipe's easy.
Oh,
Any
yeah.
Cummins in the world, throw an S472, 100 overs and 12 on it.
Yeah.
Done.
1,000 hours.
Yep,
Easy.
done.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's an equation. It's not even a question.
Yeah, that's why there's 400 of them here. Which,
Yeah.
there's probably 300 or 400 trucks that'll make 1,000 because we all know the racing.
Yeah. Simple math.
No, 100. It's just money.
Yep. Yeah. So now on the FASS Fabrication side of things, I know you guys have been making I've been seeing a lot of new parts for the FASS Fabrication. So are there any new products coming out that you're allowed to share with us?
Yeah. So just for context, FASS Fabrication has existed as a company for about a year now.
Yeah.
In the last 2 months, we've released on average 1 SKU a week, which it's a 2-man operation. So that's turn and burn.
Yeah.
The hood mirrors, bolt-in hood mirrors, so no cutting, no drilling. 3rd gen and 4th gen is out now. And of course, anytime you release a product, first question you get is, well, what else do you have it for?
Yeah.
So working on other platforms for that. The big thing is going to be the control arms and the traction bars. Right now we have them for 17 to 22 Super Duty, control arms for 3rd and 4th gen. So we're going to definitely double down on the suspension side. That's Spencer's passion. He built all of our booth trucks literally by hand. He builds all these parts by hand in Washington, Missouri, all hand welded. So we're just going to keep doubling down on the suspension. It's going to be fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah,
Glad-
appreciate
glad to help
your
out if I
time.
can. Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Interview, awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do YouTube.
No, yeah, I follow all your stuff. Like I like all of it. Yeah.
Now, what started your love for the diesel industry?
I've always had a huge amount of interest in high horsepower trucks, cars, drag racing, all circle track, all that kind of stuff. Me being on the fair board at this fairgrounds, we got introduced to the dirt drags. We had truck pulls,
Yep.
that kind of stuff. Then there's another local place here that does like a cruise in. So there's all kinds of cool trucks that come, and I'm a fan of all that stuff. And
Yeah.
I was like, wouldn't it be cool if
Put it all
all
together.
this same come together?
Yeah.
Let's all come together and let's all like-minded make this happen.
Yeah.
Now the only switch to that was a dyno.
Oh,
So the dyno's never been to our location in Southern Ohio that I'm aware of. Like northern parts, yes, like the Pre-Defense and all those guys. Yeah, I'm kind of the mastermind, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be called the leader because it's an army of people.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
35 people here
Got a
Oh,
good
wow.
team.
that are bending over backwards, bringing
Absolutely.
$500,000 worth of equipment. It goes all the way on and on and on. So there's truly a legend of people who are taking care of all this stuff, dirt
Yeah.
work, and orchestration, but it's a lot to an event. So,
well, what are some big plans for the show in the future?
hey, great question. So next year we're going to switch it up on the show and shine. We're really proud of how we're doing a registered spot, because everyone comes to these truck shows and they like to leave. They go here, they go there. Me and you might want to park beside each other. He's coming from Alabama, I'm coming from Indiana.
Right.
He's an hour late. If you've got a designated spot, we're really we've done that this year, but we're gonna take that to another whole new level. It'll be really simple. We're changing our website. So that's one big thing. The vendors as well. We had a lot of interest with bigger trailers and that kind of thing. So we're gonna make lots of changes with that. There's a lot more people wanting sponsors. We had to cut the sponsors off, actually. We had more people wanting to sponsor than what we could do banners and signage for.
Right.
So the purses are gonna go up. We're gonna keep the same events, pretty much the same. The truck pull, we're gonna bring I think we're gonna bring a tractor class.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a truck and tractor diesel.
Guys, I'm jumping by
truck,
lanes. Get out here,
tractor
drag race.
pull type thing. There's a huge
Let's
amount
go
of
some
interest in
side-by-side
that.
practice hits.
The burnout contest, well, that's just going to continue to grow on the money wise.
Absolutely.
Dyno's going to go on money. Show and shine, we're going to start paying next year. Basically everything. We're going to get
Just keep ramping it up.
ramp. Yeah, we feel like we was pretty comparable to other events.
Oh, absolutely.
With a 3,000 win on the burnout.
Oh, yeah.
3,000, well, potentially 3. Well, yeah, 3 on the dyno.
Yeah.
And we done 1,000, which
Don't
you
be
know that
shy. Get out here.
can
Next
do
two
that.
right
Right.
behind.
Yeah, it just takes people like yourself to get the word out. Same as me, I'm a new guy. I'm not in the scene, I guess.
Right.
Guys, I have a Dodge 3500 that I pull campers, I haul trailers.
Yep.
It is a work pig. So it's dirty, it's got mud all over it. So anyway,
Yeah, well, thank you.
that's
Yeah.
what we got going on.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for putting the show on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully, I'm gonna keep following y'all on social
definitely.
media and all
We'll stay in
this.
touch.
I'll run
Yeah.
into you at another show, I'm sure, because we're
Yeah.
in the same state.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy knows how to put on a
He
show.
sure does.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
And it's only just beginning.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. See you guys. Thanks.